6 months after becoming a university student, I got a girlfriend for the first time. Excited, I listened to her wishes and led her to my home, but the result was tragic.
I can't believe you live in such an old apartment. Ugh, it's falling apart. Ugh, I can't. Break up.
What? Why all of a sudden?
Isn't that obvious? How can you bring your girlfriend, dressed up so well, to a shabby place like this?
It's certainly old, but I clean it every day, so it's clean inside.
I've been wanting to say this for a while now. You smell like poverty. Like, what was that gift the other day? Why the cheap accessory? My friend got earrings from a luxury brand for her boyfriend. Do you know how miserable I felt?
Cheap? That was a brand name product too, and I made a lot of effort to buy it.
Are you making an excuse? I'm tired of it. Let's break up.
Sure. It seems like you and I have different values. This is how I, Asaki Oyama, ended up getting some bitter memories early on in my university life. Now that I think about it, it was rather foolish to date her. I regret it, but I think it was a good experience. I called my family and I guess I'll text Saya too just in case. About 4 years later, it was a sunny autumn day. I was about to board the Shinkansen to go back to my parents' house. I sent a message to my childhood friend who I'm planning on returning home with, and I head to my car. Well, my seat is... Today, I booked a premium seat. I reserved a seat by the window, and there were already people sitting in the seats in front of me.
I'm so embarrassed! Yes, I love you too. Want to meet soon, darling?
Even though there are other people around, she says her love out loud on the phone. She doesn't seem to notice me at all. Sorry. I want to pass in front of you.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Just now, an insane guy started talking to me. I'll call you later then. Hey, you. Talking to someone who is on the phone? Don't you have manners?
I think it's bad manners to talk on the phone while seated in the first place. Huh? Are you Mahiru?
What? How do you know my name? No way. Asaki?
Yes, she's Mahiru Komiya, my ex from college. It looks like she hasn't changed at all.
You're sitting next to me? Oh crap, what? Poor guy like you overspent on a premium seat. So lame.
You're so rude. Even after we sat down, Mahiru continued to make sarcastic comments.
I'm going to say hello to my fiancé's parents. I'm getting married to a rich guy. Mahiro Komiya is becoming Mahiro Oyama. Oh, your last name is Oyama too, wasn't it? It's the worst, even though there's a world of difference between you and my boyfriend.
I don't give a crap about that. Then, her phone rings again and Mahiru starts talking on the phone. Will we get into a fight if I warn her again? As I was looking around to see if I could find any attendants, I received a text from my younger brother asking, "How is the Shinkansen?" After replying, "It's the worst," Mahiru got up and tried to move while still on the phone, and...
Ow! Why did you suddenly bump into me? Look ahead!
When Mahiru went out into the aisle, she bumped into a boy. He was surprised and started crying. Mom!
Hey, it sounds like I made you cry so noisy. It's bad manners.
Hey, stop it! You're being so immature! I couldn't stand watching it, so I pushed Mahiru aside and talked to the boy. Sorry you got surprised. Where's your mom? Shall we search together? It appears that he came from another vehicle. Oji-san, are you maybe Captain L from Love Koi Rangers? Before transformation? What kind of a strange name is that? You must be! You're Captain L! Hey, say the final line! As long as there's love, I'm the strongest hero! Captain L! Hey, can you do it? The boy looks like he's gonna start crying again. People around us are looking at me. Whatever. As long as there is love, I'm the strongest hero, Captain L. I am here. The boy was happy, but Mahir burst out laughing, and the passengers around us were giggling too. I wish the ground would swallow me. As I led the boy to find his seat, still feeling ashamed, a woman came from the front. Oh, hey Saya. Didn't you say you had a meeting and were going to take the Shinkansen in the afternoon?
I finished it a lot earlier and made it on time.
She's my childhood friend, Saya Nakagawa. She said she would be late, but apparently, she made it on time.
It's probably this boy. A woman sitting nearby was looking for her child. Thanks, Asaki.
Apparently, the boy left his seat while his mother was taking a nap. When I returned to my seat after finding the boy's mother, Mahiro grinned again and said,
Oh, you're back. What was it, Captain L? So seriously lame.
Shut up. And you're too cruel to children. Didn't you feel sorry for him?
Don't be bossy, poor man. Could you please not be jealous of me?
That's a huge misunderstanding. But I'm getting tired of talking to her. And I finally arrived at my destination and met up with Saya. I was already exhausted because of Mahiro.
Are you okay? You look really exhausted just in the past few hours.
Actually, I felt a little uncomfortable talking about my ex, but when I explained the situation, Saya laughed and comforted me. Thanks. Oh, don't pat my head though. And you're also having a hard time with your company, right?
There is no end to the hardship for business owners, hey?
I walked slowly with Saya, and we parted ways, and I arrived at my parents' house. The moment I opened the door, "Welcome home, brother! How have you been? Listen to me!" That was so sudden. Don't hug me. It's hot. My fiancé is here. I'm getting married. 1 million yen suffices as a gift. And I'll ask you for an even higher amount when I get married, alright? Wait, what? You're getting married? I can't hide my surprise at my brother's report. Seriously? And why would he call me when he's bringing his fiancé over? Yuto basically doesn't think things deeply. I was a little worried about what kind of woman she was. It seems like his fiancé is already at the dinner table, so I put my stuff down and reluctantly head to the living room. Brother, this is my fiancée! She came from Tokyo! I give a slight nod to Yuto's fiancé, and there was... Huh?
Huh? Oh no. Nice to meet you.
What the heck? It's Mahiro. Huh? What happened? Do you know each other?
Well, that's... Oh yes, we happen to be seated next to each other on the Shinkansen.
Yeah, such a coincidence happens, eh? I don't want to cause trouble here, but I can't stay silent about her either. I say, that's a miracle! Well then, let's start the dinner party! My mom made it for us with all her skill!
Oh, Asaki, welcome back. Did you hear from Yuto? It's an engagement.
We also have plenty of alcohol. I was surprised, but Yuto is getting married, huh? Both my father and mother are in a celebratory mood. It's really hard to tell them the truth.
Mahiro-chan, please eat. I'm super happy. Thank you for making me feel welcome. Wow, wonderful dishes!
My parents were overjoyed, as Yuto had never had any relationships in the past. But why Mahiro of all people? After we finished eating, I called Mahiro over. I have to hear the entire story.
I knew it was the same last name, but I never thought you guys were brothers. You don't look alike at all.
Shut up! Why are you engaged to Yuto in the first place? What on earth are your intentions?
I met him at a bar when he was on a business trip to Tokyo. It's really a coincidence. He looks stupid, but He says he's the heir of a large company.
Stupid? So you're just after the money after all. You don't like Yuto at all, do you?
Of course not. Unless he's more handsome and smart, he's no match to me. But at least he has money. What? Are you jealous that your younger brother got engaged, even though you were dumped by me? Poor you.
I'm worried about Yuto falling for you. He probably doesn't know your true nature anyway.
You're right. But if you don't want to hurt your brother, wouldn't it be better for you to not say it? Whatever the case, if I marry the heir, my life will be secure. Let's get along, Mr. Loser.
Hey, is that story true? Then Yuto popped out. Oh shoot, was he listening to all that?
What? Yuto-kun? I told you to wait because I had something important to talk about with your brother.
I prepared ice cream for dessert, so I thought I would tell you before it melted. Sorry, but what was that all about? So from which point were you listening? Around the part you got dumped by Mahiru. Were you two dating? There's no point in hiding it. It won't help Yuto. I can't help it. So I nodded. I see. Mahiru, you wanted to marry the heir of the company, huh? But sorry, I'm not the one. My brother is the heir.
Huh? But you said so when we met at the bar.
I lied because I wanted to make myself look good. But after that, I told you the truth several times, but... were you not listening? It was an engagement full of misunderstandings from the beginning. Mahiru tends to misunderstand things badly.
Then why did you live in that rundown apartment during college? I don't get it.
Up until then, I had always relied on my parents, so I decided to live on my own. When I was in college, I got a student loan and paid for my tuition myself. That's why. I'm currently working at a company I started with a friend. I thought all of this would be useful experience when I eventually take over my dad's company.
Experience? Ugh, that's so stupid. That ruins my plan. What are you going to do about it?
Plan, huh? I see. I guess I misunderstood that you loved me, Mahiru. I see. Yuto is depressed. I feel bad, but I guess it's his own fault too for being too naive. Well, misunderstandings happen. But you guys are really in love now, right? So isn't everything gonna be okay? On the Shinkansen, Mahiru told you she loves you so many times on the phone, right? Then, Yuto frowned. Why? It's like he had no recollection of it. I didn't call Mahiru while she was on the Shinkansen. I thought it would be a nuisance, so... What? What are you talking about? You guys were exchanging super cheesy lines. I said I didn't call her. Mahiru, what does this mean? Mahiru's face was pale and she was breaking out in cold sweat. Was she on the phone with some other guy?
He's just lying! That's just his lame joke.
He doesn't say things like that as a joke. So, who are you calling?
My friend? Isn't it normal to joke around and say things like I love you to each other? It's normal.
Then show me your call history. If you guys are such good friends, there's no harm in showing the call history to us, right?
That's...
My parents also heard the commotion and it came to the scene. Mahiru was probably unable to refuse with everyone around. When we checked her phone, the call history was filled with a man's name. Unbelievable. Yuto immediately called and spoke to the man, and to her surprise, the guy did not know that Mahiru was engaged. The guy kept apologizing. He told me everything about his relationship with Mahiru. I'm sorry, but I have to cancel the engagement. I have to contact your parents as well.
No! It was just a passing fancy. Yuto, I love you the most, believe me.
I can't believe you anymore. I'm sorry, everyone, even though you took the trouble to congratulate me.
Yuto-kun, please forgive me. Give me one more chance.
I'll ask a friend to reserve a place for you to stay tonight, so don't get involved with any of us in the future.
No!
After some discussion, it was officially decided that their ties would be cut. Yuto has also demanded her compensation, and that night, Mahiru got transferred to the hotel that Yuto had booked. Although there was that commotion, the next day, I was walking through a residential area to pick up Saya. It's a little awkward because of what happened yesterday. Suddenly, a figure appeared in front of me and blocked my way. Mahiru? What on earth do you want? She looks completely haggard. There's no life in her eyes and it's a little scary.
It's all your fault that my engagement was called off. Take responsibility and get back together with me.
What? I don't get your logic at all. The responsibility is on you alone. You don't regret it at all, huh?
Shut up! In the first place, you committed poverty fraud on me back in college. If I had known that you were the heir of a large company, I would not have chosen to break up with you.
Poverty fraud? In the end, you were just judging people based on money. Give me a break. In the first place, I have...
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Just shut the heck up!
Great timing. Saya appears, and Mahiru's yelling stops.
What do you want from my fiancé? What? What? Fiancé?
Yes, I already have a fiancé. It seems that the fact was finally conveyed to her brain.
That's right. I'm Asaki's childhood friend and fiancé. I have been with him since he moved to Tokyo for work.
That's how it is. That's why, no matter what happens, there is no way I'll get back together with you. I guess she finally understood that she was in a bad position. Mahiru stammers. Then Saya seems to suddenly remember something.
Oh, I knew you looked familiar. Didn't you work for my client's company before? The world is small, isn't it? What? Are you a resident in Nakagawa of Sukato Love Koi? Why are you? No way.
Apparently, the two knew each other. When Saya heard that I started a business when I was a student, she moved to Tokyo and started her own business too. Then her fashion and beauty business became famous. I was surprised. You guys used to do business with each other, huh?
I have a good relationship with manager Komiya, her father, so I plan to continue doing business with him. What if word spread that his daughter tried to take my fiancé? That wouldn't be good for you, would it?
Saya gives an eerie smile. She's the type who smiles more the angrier she gets.
Wait, that would be a problem. No, but I've already quit my job, so... But your father is still working hard, right? Bad rumors will follow him around, you know. Oh, I understand. I won't do anything to him anymore. I'm sorry!
Mahiru panicked and bowed her head, and she ran away.
Jeez. Asaki, you're too much of a softie. That's why you let that kind of woman get close to you.
I'm sorry. But thank you, Saya. I feel sorry that you always have to help me.
It's okay. You always do your best, and I do it just because I want to help you.
Thanks. I was happy when you said you would still stay with me even after I take over my dad's company. I'm really thankful.
Praise me more.
Saya laughs awkwardly, but she has always supported me. She's my favorite person in the world. Let's talk about the fate of Mahiru Komiya afterwards. In addition to the alimony, she also had to pay the cancellation fee of the wedding. She was abandoned by her cheating partner too. Her parents were so shocked that they decided to not support her financially at all. She had quit her job because she was getting married, so she was unemployed. She hurriedly got a job at a random company, which turned out to be exploitative. She's always been an overspender and has no savings, so she ended up taking out loans from various lenders. She hated poor people, and now she's the one who's poor. How ironic. On the other hand, we have successfully finished our engagement greetings, and I'm about to take over my dad's company. The new house we bought together is spacious, and we are excited about our new life. When I was in high school, a lot of people approached me because I was the heir to a company. I didn't like that, so I wanted to move away from my hometown and test my abilities. But there was a limit to what I could do alone. Living on my own was much harder than expected, and running a company was full of hardships too. So when Saya came to Tokyo, I was happy. Saya has always seen me as a person, not as the next president, right?
Of course. I just like the way you are so kind, family-oriented, and always works hard. I wanted to be next to you, so I left my hometown to follow you and started my own business. Am I too clingy?
Not at all. I look forward to our new life together, Saya. She sees me as I am. I didn't even have to leave my hometown. Someone who understood me the most was always right next to me. Still, I'm proud and thankful of all the experiences I've had so far.